since, well, more than 15 years that Angrybirds has been there. I think there's something universal about the humor and the fun, but also with the basic element of the mobile games, the trajectory. You get the competitive feeling of how can I hit the object perfectly, you know, and that combined with the colorful characters, and we have a lot of non-dialogue content. So I think there's something universal about it. You can relate to it easily.
I think it's universal because everybody's angry.
Yes, absolutely.
People relate to red. I relate to red.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's just pure fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun for everybody, as you said, because it's non-verbal, really. Everybody in the world likes it.
And then think about the villains, the pigs. You always have to have the bad guys. Yeah. They're like the little minions, you know, as a group they become a little bit evil, so you have to protect the eggs, obviously. Yeah. So there's the protection element of the brand pillars. Yeah. I think that's a very core, then the spectacular consequences that come out of, you know, when the birds and the pigs clash. So you get to do all the TNT and all the crazy stuff, and that's releasing the anger in a good way.
I think also because it's been around, it starts to get into its own cycle. You have a nostalgic factor, people who grew up with it introduce it to the next generation, and it just keeps on rolling. Yeah. Because of all the universal factors, the game's still fun. The new kid comes along, discovers all that fun for the first time, and they just get going again.
Yeah, and we have been able to put quite many nice touch points on the market. So you can use Topgolf gaming experience as the vehicle to get to know Angrybirds, or you can start from mobile gaming, you can watch the film. So it's like you can choose the touch point where you enter the brand lore and universe. About the momentum and why is it now, I think we have done a pretty careful brand strategy revamp in the last 1.5 years. We've set up the brand pillars and the vision for next 10 to 15 years. And we're going to do some really fun and entertaining beats, but also like deepen the lore and the storytelling. So one of the examples here is the Angrybirds Movie 3, where we are going to have really cool storylines and deepen the characters in a very meaningful way. I think that's one reason to jump on board now. And also like there's going to be cool gaming collaborations and new games in the future. It's top secret still.
Yeah, one of the things that Rovio's been really great about is it's not just the movie, it's not just the couple TV series, it's not just the games. They are everywhere doing everything. And that's the only way you're going to reach the audience. There's so much noise out there. You're competing with so many other things that it's like what you guys do to make sure the brand is everywhere. Of course, 96% awareness globally. Yeah. I mean, it's almost unbelievable. It's unprecedented. Yeah. I don't think anything else has that. And if you're wanting to co-market with something like Angrybirds, you cannot find something that has penetrated the global market at the level that and we're, you know, I'm Do the Movies. We're sort of we're an add-on, a big add-on, and part of that add-on is a giant theatrical movie ad campaign with the big halo that goes with it. And this is a good thing and a bad thing. If you're a brand partner, it's not as... The bad thing is that theatrical ad campaigns are not quite as efficient as they should be. That means they're a giant shotgun that goes everywhere at once. So everybody, everywhere, whether you're a fan, whether you know anything about it, you're going to see it. And that's a big part of why the movie, I think, is helpful overall to the brand.
Yeah, and then we drill deeper down into the funnel, and then we can do very specific partnerships, you know, and leverage in-game and for specific Angrybirds audiences. So I think that's kind of fun at this point, that there's the big impact of the film, but then we can do all these very meaningful pieces for the core fans and the people who have been following the brand for 15 years. So there's all these different stages as well. We actually have an episode on our animated content, what happens to the pigs when they pop. So you gotta watch our YouTube channel. So, and then I'm not going to spoil it. You got to go and see the episode.
Just remember, in the second movie, the pigs and the birds became friends.
But they are frenemies.
Kill your friends. Frenemies. They're frenemies.
Yeah.
They're
they
frenemies.
never become fully friends, but they can collaborate when it's needed for a bigger threat, right?
Yeah.